Hi guys, if you are an international student currently studying in the UK or you recently completed your study here in the UK, you are waiting for your graduation ceremony to be held on a later date, you need to watch this video as I'll be sharing with you some of the latest development as regard international students that recently completed their course of study but they've not held their graduation ceremony. So if you have any reason to travel out of the country while you are awaiting your graduation ceremony to be held, you need to stick with me to the end of this video to get the full information because the UK government it's coming up with some stringent measure to see how they can bring down net migration. Hi guys, if you're coming across my channel for the first time, my name is Victor. In this channel, I give latest updates about UK and UK immigration, ways you can study abroad and ways you can migrate through the skilled workers migration route. If this content look exciting to you, don't forget to smash the subscribe button to join the amazing evergreen family. You can give a thumb up to this video so YouTube can recommend to a wider audience, and you can as well leave your thoughts on the comment box. So guys, without further delay, let's get started. I got some information from some of my audience telling me about some of the latest developments at the port of entry, right? So as an international student, if you recently completed your study, after completion of your study, it will take some time for the exams and record board to sit to rectify all the results that have been compiled and submitted before your graduation ceremony will be held, while certificate will be issued to successful graduates. So if you've completed your study and you have any reason to travel out of the country, because I also know some persons travel outside the country immediately they finish their course of study, some to have time to unwind with their family, to get some break after intense study and research program. So it's possible and it's necessary for some persons to just take out time to give themselves some treats outside the UK. So if you recently completed your study and you have any cause to travel out of the UK while you are waiting your graduation ceremony to be held, this is not the right time for you to do that because it has come to the public domain that some persons who traveled outside the UK after completion of their study and are waiting their graduation ceremony or returning back to the UK, they were held at the port of entry, while some were allowed to come in after some delay at the airport. Others were not allowed to return back to the UK and they were turned back to their destination where they were coming from. The reason for this was that they were asked, you are here, your primary reason for coming into the UK is to study. Now your study has completed, you've completed your study, so what are you coming in to do? Though they explained they've not had their graduation ceremony done after completion of their study, we were told they can go back to their country and reapply for temporary visa, right, to enable them attend their graduation ceremony if really the reason why they are coming back is because of their graduation ceremony. One, to apply for a temporary visa, it's not free because your current visa still has validity period to when after your graduation ceremony. So what they are doing is the moment you finish your course of study and you are waiting your graduation ceremony to be held, if you have any cause to travel outside the UK, you might not be allowed to come in to the UK. The reason for doing this is they are trying to cut down net migration, and they find out that international students who comes to the UK for study, 90% of those persons never return back. After completion of their study, they look for skilled workers job to keep them back here in UK, which is legal and which is something the UK is also benefiting from. But coming back to the UK after a short period of vacation or travel time when you are done with your study, coming back to the UK become an issue. This is the current trend. Two persons were turned back. They were never allowed to come into the UK and their visa, the remaining part of their visa validity was cancelled and they were asked to reapply for temporary visa if they really want to attend their graduation ceremony. The third person, the reason why he was allowed to come in was because he called his employer, informing them that the immigration at the port of entry doesn't want him to return back to the UK. They are asking them to go back after a series of interrogation. So the company has to put a call to the company lawyer who contacted an immigration lawyer. Before they were asked to go back, the immigration lawyer had to get in touch with the border immigration officers before he was allowed to come in, because they explained that this person has secured a permanent job with them. What is left is for him to complete his study and resume his full-time role. That was the reason why the third person was allowed to return back to the UK. But the other two guys were never allowed to come into the UK. They did not commit any offense. They did not have any record that goes against their visa condition. The reason why they returned back was because their course of study has completed. So what is the reason for them coming back to the UK after they've left? They explained that they are coming back because they've not had their graduation ceremony, but the immigration officer, in their own defense, asked them to go back because they can as well apply for a temporary visit visa for the graduation ceremony. So guys, if you are an international student currently studying in the UK, or you have somebody who is studying in the UK and will be graduating in the coming months, right? Share this video to them so they will know when to leave the UK and when not to leave. I spoke with a friend last night and he told me he has already booked his flight ticket, but when I told him about this latest development, he has to see how he can cancel that trip so that he will not put himself in a tight and condition. Because at the port of entry, once the immigration officer asks anything contrary to what you are coming to do, it will be difficult for you to be able to explain or convince them beyond maximum doubt before they can allow you in, unless you are able to seek the service of an immigration lawyer who knows the law very well, be able to see how he can canvass your case for you. You'll just be asked to go back to where you are coming from. So guys, I said I should share this vital updates to my audience, those who are currently studying in the UK. You can share this content wide so that those who are not currently aware of this latest development can as well take advantage of it and guide appropriately. So we'll come to the end of this video. If you gain value for this video, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give a thumb up, and you can as well leave your thoughts on the comment box. See you in my next video.